Good to see you.
Seen you.
I know. Shoot, last time I saw you, things were just kicking off for you with Vision of Love, your first record.
I know. Come a long way. I missed you. I haven't seen you in so long.
Oh, how nice. Well, I missed you, too. I am so excited to have you here today.
I'm very excited to be here.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
It has definitely been a long time. Are you surprised that you have sold as many records as you have and that you talked about the way you are with just one of the greatest voices of our time?
That's very nice of you. Thank you. I mean, I'm very surprised at all the success, and I'm very grateful for all the success at the same time. So it's like, you know, I just try to do the best I can do, and, you know, I'm always totally super critical of everything that I do, and, you know, I look back on things and say, oh, I hate what I did on that song, or that video annoys me. I can't watch it, change it. You know, I mean, things like that. But I'm just thankful to everybody who helped to make this happen for me, you know.
Yeah.
All the fans have been really cool, and just glad to be doing it.
Do you ever have that feeling when you're in the studio, actually, and you're recording something, and it's like in the mix, and you're just about doing it, and you're putting the final mix on, and you go, oh, God, I hate the way that I did that, and...
Oh, yeah.
Do you go back and do it, or you
I've
just
made
let
them
it
put a mic up while they're mixing.
Really?
I'm not above making them let me go back in and redo it, and then still hating it. It's just like, that's the way I am. Like, I'm really a perfectionist with things, and I think it's also because of, you know, writing the songs. I have, like, such a vision of how I want them to sound, and then sometimes they never really reach where I want them to be. But it's been really interesting because working, you know, doing a lot of different albums in such a short period of time has really taught me a lot, you know, and especially doing the Christmas album, it was just more like a fun interlude for me because I love Christmas time and Christmas music and everything. And when I went into the studio to make it, it was like less of a stressful situation. You know, everybody wasn't so on top of me going, make it perfect, make it like this, make it like, you know what I mean? So it was more like my own space to really just sit there and look at it and say, you know, this is a Christmas album, it's fun, I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to do things that I wouldn't normally be able to do. So we had a good time, and I brought some special guests who sang on it with me, but they'll be here later. They wouldn't let me come here without meeting you.
Oh, cool. Well, look at your background singers, the Price
Yes,
Sisters.
Kelly and Cherie.
All right, cool. Well, I look forward to that. Do you produce?
Yeah, I co-produced the album, and I wrote 3 new Christmas songs.
Do you have the hope that one of your songs would be considered a classic one day? Wouldn't that be nice to have a classic Christmas song?
I would love it. I mean, I'm not going to be, you know, that arrogant as to say, well, you know, this will become a classic or that's a classic, but I'm very happy with them. So, you know, I mean, I had a great time writing the Christmas songs, because when you're writing, you know, a Christmas song, it's a totally different perspective than writing just a regular song. You know, you're like thinking about, okay, what do I think about like at Christmas time? And you're drawing on a whole bunch of different emotions.
Right.
So it was really cool. And then recording them, just doing a Christmas album in general is a totally different feeling, you know, and vibe than being in there doing a new album. But I think it really helped me as far as my new album that I'm working on now, because it gave me like a fresher outlook on recording and just making it more loose. And
yeah. Is it easier to write a Christmas song, or is it harder?
Well, I have basically 3 different types of Christmas songs on this record. One, called Jesus Born on This Day, is really like a traditional hymn that I wrote that's very like spiritual, and it was a lot of fun because we brought some little kids in there and they sang with us, my backup singers, nieces and nephews and little sisters and stuff, and that was really cool. So that's a totally different perspective. It's much more spiritual. Then I did one that's like really kind of fun and like old-fashioned, like, you know, very like 60s retro, called All I Want for Christmas Is You. Very Ronettes type of a vibe. And Miss You Most at Christmas is the one I think we're going to play today. And it's very like kind of a sad, reflective Christmas song, because not everybody is happy at the holidays, you know what I mean? A lot of people get very mellow and thinking about people that have passed or that, you know, aren't with them anymore. So that was kind of my point of view on that song.
Right, okay. You ran into some controversy about your heritage, your background, are you black or white, and all of that. When you were going through that, what were your feelings, what were your thoughts, and did you ever address it head on?
It's very, very difficult to even like get into that, because I don't think people could understand it unless they like lived in my shoes and really knew how hard it was, because it's very tough to be interracial. It really is, because you never know how people are relating to you, perceiving you, you know what I mean? And I personally never really felt like one way or the other. I always felt like I was very much like an outsider to everything, you know what I mean? Not feeling like one thing or another. And that's why, I don't know, it was just very, it made me feel good to be embraced by all different, you know, charts and things like that, because it made me feel like it's okay to be who I am. I don't always have to worry about, you know, well, maybe they're thinking I'm this, or maybe they think, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right,
it's
right.
like, why does it have to be about that?
Right.
You know, my father's black in Venezuela, my mother's Irish, you know. I should be able to be a combination of those things and not have to worry about, but what are you? You know what I mean?
Right,
But
right.
which one of those three things are you? It's like, I'm all of them, and that's who I am. To deny one would be to deny myself,
Right.
you know? So I have to be everything that I am. That's it.
So you are comfortable with that now? I mean, you've come to grips with that, and it doesn't bother you like it did before?
I think that people are more bothered by it than I am.
Yeah.
I think other people have a lot harder time dealing with me being multiracial than I do. It's fine for me. I don't think about it. But other people like to be able to pinpoint you and to kind of stereotype you and say, what are you? Where do you fit in to my puzzle so I know how to categorize you? You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't need to categorize myself because I'm me. But other people, you know, don't have the same outlook. And that's understandable. Hopefully one day we'll be able to deal with each other
is it really
as
understandable?
people and not, you know, categories.
But you know, it's the same thing happens in your career too, doesn't it?
Right.
I mean, and I'm not just talking about you in particular,
Right.
but people always want to know, well, what kind of music? Are you an R&B artist or are you pop?
Right.
You know, what do you do? They want to categorize it.
Right.
So you deal with that in your personal life and on a professional level too.
Well, the truth is, I mean, there can be a rap song that comes out and that's the biggest song on the rap charts and it crosses over and suddenly it's pop. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not about what are you making when you go, you know, make the record. They thought it was a rap song. Suddenly, you know, kids in the suburbs are buying it, and so therefore it's pop.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's all about how many people relate to it, and you know, that it's crossing boundaries, and it's all good. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be, well, you crossed over, so, you know, therefore, you know, we don't respect you anymore.
Right, you're no longer R&B.
Right.
You're pop.
Exactly. It's all where you're coming from inside, and that's how I look at it. And I know that not everybody looks at it that way, and that's cool with me. You know, I can only be who I am.
We're going to take a look at your latest video.
Okay.
Miss you most at Christmas time. This is Mariah Carey.
Quiet.
That is so pretty, Mariah Carey, and Miss You Most at Christmas time. I'm Donnie Simpson. Mariah is our guest today on Video Soul, and we'll be back with her in just a couple of minutes. And we are wishing you all a Merry Christmas. It's like Christmas came early here today on Video Soul.
But you know what? We wanted to get you into the holiday spirit a little bit early. Can I give you a little gift that we got for you?
Please.
Okay.
We better introduce our guest.
Oh, okay. Yeah, actually, we have two new guests. I forgot we didn't introduce them. This is Cherie.
Hi, Cherie.
Price.
Hi, how
And
are
Kelly
you?
Price.
The Price
Two
Sisters.
wonderful,
Yeah.
the Price Sisters, also known as the Price Sisters, and my two wonderful backup singers, and we're minus one tonight, Melanie. She's also often lumped in with the Price Sisters, but her name is Melanie Daniels.
Yeah.
Because she sings with them, she's often called a Price Sister, so she likes to refer to herself as...
the milkman's kids. So she can be a price sister, but
So
that's good to have you.
we just got done doing a concert for the Fresh Air Fund for this new charity that I'm working with, and we brought you a little sweatshirt that goes with my camp that we're doing here.
Camp Mariah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too cool.
And it's with the Fresh Air Fund, and what they do is they bring kids like from the inner cities that have never been to the country before, you know, and that may be stuck in the city throughout the summer and never get a chance to, like, you know, experience those things. They bring them up to the country into a camp, and this particular camp is a career awareness camp where they teach kids about, like, different things they could be, you know, like doctors, lawyers come up there, talk show hosts, singers.
See, now you invited me to come up there.
I did invite you to come up, and I want you to, and the invitation
was supposed to be
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Well, I am.
You can't disappoint those kids.
I definitely plan on coming.
And we have, it's very ironic because Kelly and Cherie are graduates of the freshman
Yeah.
Is that right?
program for like, how long? Like
Seven
seven years,
years.
right?
Wow.
7
And
years
you said
we
it was
went to this
real.
program. Yeah, it was a godsend because we grew up in the projects and we were able to see another side of life actually by going away in the summertime. And so don't let anybody fool you out there. Don't make them think that just because you're from the projects that you have to stay there.
Right. Exactly.
Wow, that's great.
So this is a good program because, you know, it's giving people a chance, and especially this career awareness thing, because it teaches kids about things that they may never have known about. Like they'll learn about different careers and things that, you know, probably never would have come into their awareness. So
Yeah. And you did a concert recently that you raised like $700,000.
Yeah. $250,000 raised to keep this going. And the kids are really cool, you know, that we work with. They were like really fun.
Yeah,
They had a ball.
They tried to participate in the concert.
They did it with us. But before I forget, let me bring a little present that we got for you here to get you into the
Wow,
Christmas spirit a little bit early here.
Jeez.
Here's your Christmas card. I drew a little Christmas tree for him here. My artwork is
You're a better artist than me, believe me.
Anyway, let me
Should I
help
open it
you.
and read it?
Well,
or-
maybe you want to read it later. A little personal message for you. But I'm going to help you open this here because I have to tell you what this is. Okay, this is for you to get into the Christmas spirit. Isn't that cute?
That is not
that's
Rudolph.
beautiful.
That is his
that's
brother
Rudolph. The
Randy.
red-nosed
That's his
moose.
brother
Randy.
Randy.
Yeah, exactly. And because
What's up, Randy?
because we worked on the Christmas album all year throughout like every holiday, we brought you this Halloween mask here
Yes.
because we had Christmas at
All year
Halloween,
long.
right?
We celebrated Christmas
We had
every holiday.
cool.
Yes.
Thanksgiving turkey for Christmas for you, little chocolate. Then we have the bunny. He looks like he's suffocating. Okay,
Yeah, okay.
the Easter bunny.
Easter bunny. Yeah, Christmas was during Easter too.
How cute.
His name
Still
is
has his
Edwin.
bib on.
Valentine's
We have the
Day.
Valentine's Day heart
Yeah.
because you're our Valentine.
I'm Jewish, so what did you bring me for Hanukkah?
For Hanukkah, we brought you an American flag to represent all the nationalities of the world. And
sweet.
here's your Christmas
And there's your
stocking.
Christmas stocking. And it has no runs in it. None.
Well,
Okay,
thank you.
so Merry
nice.
Christmas,
Well,
Happy
Merry
Hanukkah,
Christmas.
Happy
Happy
Hanukkah,
New
happy
Year,
4th of
Happy
July, Happy New
Kwanzaa,
Year,
Happy
Happy
everything.
Oh, thank
Matter
you
of fact,
very
oh,
much.
Yeah, and Happy Ash Wednesday. That's right.
No ashes?
If you look hard
If
enough,
you
you may
burn
find
this,
some.
you'll get
Well, thank you very much. That's very sweet.
But before I finish this, can I do one more thing? I don't want to
Yeah.
get too crazy with this gift giving, but
no.
this is a surprise to you guys because you've been here for me for so many things. I got you some presents here. Merry Christmas.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if we want to open this right now, but
Yes,
you
we
know
do.
what?
you want to open it?
Yes, we
I
do.
think we do want to open this.
Okay.
Leave the
Let's do it
audience
quickly.
hanging.
It'd be a nice thing to open this
I'll
right
help
now.
you.
If you don't open
You know
it for
what?
the next
Nobody
3
told
years,
me.
they'll be asking me on the street, Donnie, what did he give? What did
By
he
the
give?
way, if anybody's watching this, you can get me a bag just like this that I will gladly open on.
Oh, don't start. Don't tell me you did. I need some help.
Read this.
Johnny, help me open this box.
Here, John.
Okay.
Where's my knife?
It says
If these were my real nails, then I wouldn't have to worry about
AKA
breaking them. So you
Merry
can
Merry
open up
Christmas,
this box.
baby love. Love MC. Oh.
Okay, now I got you this because every time I see you with your bags, you guys make a comment that it's fake. So I got you the real one.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
wow.
God, you did.
No, you
Wait a
didn't.
second.
Oh,
Wait
my
a second.
goodness.
Oh my. No,
What
she
can I do with
didn't.
this?
Wait a minute.
Oh.
Not to do any
my
sponsoring. We don't want to like
goodness.
sponsor anything, so maybe you better not
That
focus
is
on that.
You are
Look,
kidding.
But
everybody.
this is good for
Oh
you.
my
Could put your
Matching
Pampers in
bags.
here
Yes.
for the
I
baby.
was
Cause
thinking about that. Oh my God.
when we were doing the Christmas album,
You are
we had
kidding.
2 new births from these two, right?
Yes.
yeah.
I had
Yeah.
a little boy and my sister had a little
Wow.
girl.
Oh my God.
And you can carry
a
them in
Channel
those bags.
5 bag.
Exactly.
Channel
Channel
5
5 bag.
We're running out of time, but Mariah, I brought this for you.
Very, very nice. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Getting me into the holiday spirit.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Donnie.
Thanks for joining us. I
Okay,
really
thanks
appreciate
for having me.
it. Please
I'm really
come back
glad to
soon.
see. Definitely will.
Y'all too.
Okay, Merry
Okay,
Christmas,
surprise
everybody.
visitors. Thank you.
Okay.
New album again is Merry Christmas, Mariah Carey. Don't go away. We've got another hour coming up. Sherry's going to be here in a couple of minutes. Gerald Austin performing live.